Hey guys, how's it going? Sunday. Hopefully everybody got to relax. Or are you meal prepping for next week for your lunches? It's 3:30 Ohio time. We have sunshine, little crisp, little windy. We are not going to complain because it's not snow. I hope we're done with that for now. I don't know why I have this so close, but it's okay. Alan from Unknown Truth Tarot. He's one to watch if you haven't already watched him. I don't know why I stopped watching him. Like when I very first started watching tarot in like 2016, somewhere in that time frame up till now, I used to watch him. Well, I really think Spirit was speaking to me today because I'm sitting here just doing my own thing while watching Seinfeld episodes, but you guys know my Seinfeld fetish. Anyways, I'm sitting here and all of a sudden he pops up in my feed and it's all the Sagittarius videos. Well, guess what? Those videos are detailed and it spans from July up until January of what took place. Like I always knew he was accurate, but when he was having those reads, I wasn't seeing anybody. I was still in like my hermit mode from my ex-husband. So it, of course, didn't resonate with me. All this was connected to what had happened to me. Besides the point. Well, not really. I'm going to do something different. And I know you guys, I preached to you on this, but it's okay because it's going to relate to a story that I'm telling you. I'm using the Thoth deck, which is Aleister Crowley. This was based on the Kabbalah system, which I have studied that. It's based off of Jewish mysticism, the other side of the Judaism, not the Hasidic strict side. And yes, a lot of rabbis use astrology and the stars to speak to their people. It's Art Deco. Excellent artwork. Okay, well, let's get down to the dirt here. Listen, I normally tell you guys that don't watch somebody if they don't shuffle the cards, but today we're not shuffling these cards. I already put them in an order, so we all have a story to follow. I'm pretty much sure the story is going to fit with yours. I'm trying to get a message across today. I got a text message this morning. When you guys hear that, I have a book here. And it's my favorite book. And I not knock the cards, but I straighten them. And then I put the cards over here, and that's where you see me. Oh my God, where is it? They're waiting. It's over 30 minutes. They're not going to watch. Fuck it. Anyways, I get a text message. And it's from my ex. The one that ghosted me and has ghosted since January and was on the dating sites. He wrote to me that he liked how intimate it looked with me sitting like this in front of the camera and not using a table, and that he was glad I had a date. Well, the date wasn't a date. That man I went to high school with. We both went to the Career Center, which is a tech school. And he ended up getting kicked out because he was doing cocaine and he was drinking. And he had to go to Glen Bay, which is one of the rehab centers. He ended up having to go there 3 times. And when he came back, his parents wouldn't let him go back to the tech school. He had to go back to high school. So I lost track with him. Several years went on, and he played in several different bands in the grunge era. We all did. It was indie, DIY. You recorded it yourself. You produced it. You put it out yourself in your local town or whatever, or the places you played at if you went around the country. Unless you got lucky and got a record deal and then they did it for you. Well, my band, I was in the punk realm, punk indie. So there were 3 of us, 2 guys and myself. I played the drums. Well, we opened up for a lot of bands in our city, in Detroit, and we went around Indiana. We did the whole circuit, New York, all that stuff. And that's how I knew him. But he and I really didn't even remember it because we were trashed. Well, it turns out that he is in AA. Well, not AA. Well, I don't know. I can't speak on it. He really didn't divulge. But he's been 26 years sober, and I've been 8. So when he took me out to dinner, and then we came back here, he was talking to me because he knew something wasn't right. He's a therapist. He can read the body language. He can listen to what I'm saying. And it was like 9 o'clock when we got done with dinner. And he's like, what do you want to do now? And I said, I don't know. I said, everything closes in this town at 10. So I said, you can come back to my place. I said, you're not going to do anything because I would spread it all over with the people we went to school with. And then you would look like a fucking idiot and you would lose your therapy practice. So, came here, we talked more. He talked to me about, staying sober and, doing what I have to do. I get back to getting a text today. It said, oh, I like this. I like how intimate your videos look, and I'm glad you had a good date. So you ghost me for 2.5, going on 3 months now, and you write that to me. Wouldn't it be more beneficial for you to actually write down or text, hey, I'm really sorry for what happened. I'd like to get together with you so we can talk about it. Instead of, dude, I can read through the lines with you. I read through everything you do. And immediately I saw that. I saw right through the lines that you're trying to get back in again. You had your cake and you ate it too, and you had your fill of her. You had all the frosting that you wanted to eat. She's probably boring, mundane, and can't hold a fucking conversation to entertain a fucking snail. So, dude, I have this platform, and I'm going to use it to my ability. If I can help any single person out here, I'm going to do it. And you need not worry about how intimate it is, because eventually, which you already got called out on, you're going to have to make amends to people that you have not done that to. Me being one of them. And like I said in the other videos, the longer you stay away, that divide just keeps going and going and going. And when you send a measly little shitting ass text to try to make up for it, it's not going to work. And you men wonder why all these women take up the attitude they take. And by you saying, I'm not trying to start a fight or rile you up, I'm not riled up. I'm waiting. I've been waiting. I pull cards on you. I knew. Full moon's coming on the 6th. It's an Aries. I have an Aries moon. Look that up. Look up what an Aries moon is like to deal with. Look it up. I also have a Capricorn rising, just like you do. And I have a Sag. All 3 of those placements, you don't want to fuck with them because they're going to tell you exactly how it is every single time. So you can either do the honest thing or don't do anything. But when you come at me with a lame ass text message, I laughed at it. I scoffed at it. I mean, you have a high intellect. You really use those tactics. It might work on that bitch you're seeing, but it's not going to work on me. So here we go. I've pre-pulled the cards that are about to tell this story. And if nobody likes the platform today, then just click the fuck off. In the name of what Tyler says, just click the fuck off because I really don't care. I can talk to myself all day. The start, pile 1 is for the male. He knows who he is. We have the Knight of Wands here. Do you see this in his hand? That's pretty much the phallic symbol, or you have your dick in your hand. You're on the horse is rearing, you're ready to get out of the gate, and you're going to speed out of the gate as fast as you can to get what you want. And you did that. This is the Ace of Swords. That's the phallic symbol. I should do this so you guys can see. That's a phallic symbol as well. So you already made your way to her or whatever you're doing, and you can almost tell what that is. It doesn't take a genius. You're in pursuit here. You're already doing what you were doing. The Emperor, which usually is responsible running a household, has a steady girlfriend or wife, is now in the reverse. You are embodying every bad quality that the Emperor does. Tyrant, cheat, liar. That's what you are now. And your money's going to be fucked up too if it's already not. You were on that way before I left. Hope you're able to pay your mortgage and your car. The Hanged Man, which has the Ankh symbol, he's hanging by it. He can't stay here for very long. It's only enough to see what the problem is to fix it. If he doesn't fix it and come down on his own, he will come apart from the Ankh, whatever his religion is, or a higher power. He'll be severed from that, and he goes straight down to hell. If you don't believe me, look it up. So what's it going to be for you? Higher power, make amends, follow the rules, get up in front of your peers and tell them what you did for the second time. Or are you going to go straight to hell? You pick. We all know what the devil is. Now, in Crowley's depiction, he has more chained to the goat. So it's not just two people. That's group sex, two people, multiple people lying, gambling, drinking, sex addiction. I mean, you name it, it's there. And it's not just two people. Crowley puts everybody in it. There's also a clock right here. So time's ticking down, buddy. Time's ticking down. Time's ticking down. You're going to be released. You're going to be dropped from this. The only way to get out of it is to release yourself and tell the truth. Tell the truth. Because this has you chained. This has you chained. You caused debauchery, and you've been involved in it too. 7 times or more. We have 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4. Yeah, and up here, it's with men and women. And it's the 7 card. How many women have you been with? How many men? I have to make this for everybody that's listening. But there's one in particular that needs to hear this. How many women? You're not able to hide from me. I told you the first time you did it. I told you right here in my apartment. If you do it again, I will know. I will know. And you aren't going to like it. You sought pleasure. There's 6 women on this one. You're lustful. You run after anything with 2 legs and a skirt. Not giving a shit about me or the woman or a woman. This is for anyone. You don't care that your lunches are being packed, your dinners are being cooked, the house is clean, the clothes are washed, the cats are taken care of, the garbage is out, amongst living in the house, amongst all of your life partner's stuff that passed away. You don't care. You still haven't made amends for it. You chose to run. You chose to run right out of the situation that was easier for you. But now you're wanting to come back because it really wasn't easier for you. She obviously isn't what you were looking for. It was good for a couple nights to, fuck her and go. And just what you did. You took your car, you went over, met her, went to her house, or had her over at your place, took her out on dates because you were lusting after her. She was that great that you had to abandon somebody that had to live 30 minutes away from you and had to resume their life at their home. You took off with swiftness. You inflicted cruelty. Look at all the swords there. 9 of swords. My people that watch this channel know what the tarot cards mean. They're merely sitting here to listen to the scolding, the outright scolding that you're getting. The Fool, I put in reverse. Because the Fool normally represents if a person that's without this situation starts on a new leg of their journey, they get the Fool upright. You get it this way because you weren't very smart. You're stuck. Your abundance is in reverse. Because if you fuck with people more than once, is what you did, and committed a major sin, it fucks with your money. That's called karma. Instant karma. Your wealth is upside down. Upside down. This goes for the girl that you were with too. You can bet on it. You can bet on it. Her abundance, your abundance, and the wealth. You'll be in ruin, just like you did. It's going to come back on you twofold. There's 10 there, 10 of swords. Only Alistair was kind, and he put them into a almost picture-like setting. Normally they're in your back, and you have to pull every single one of them out. You created sorrow, and you're going to have it as well. It's going to come back on you twofold. And you're a failure. You are an epic failure of epic proportion. You not only did this to me, you did it to your partner of the past. And that wasn't something you just started doing in the last 2 years. You did it longer to her. She either turned her head or was just not very smart or not very perceptive, or she just, had to keep her mouth shut because of the living situation. Ladies, this is our side. We have the Empress. She's all-knowing. Beautiful lady. She has a high perception. We're the High Priestess. We hear, we know, we see. We're the Queen of Swords. And we're going to cut you every time with our tongue. Every time. You will get 0 past her and her. You won't get shit past them. If you continue to come back and they allow you back, yes, they allow you back, you can bet you're going to be watched. And you are going to be questioned until truth and trust is instilled. We have the moon. This was done under the cast of the moon. Done at night. We were unsuspecting. We didn't know. Most of us are in hermit mode, trying to figure it out. Get over the depression, the pain. Get over being treated like a casual piece of shit when they're with a casual piece of shit. And the one that truly loves them and did things for them and, was there for the relationship. There, when I'm getting, in January, a text that's telling me, oh yeah, you knew I was getting on the websites. You knew I was going to date people. Whatever, dude. And you knew why I had to come home. For financial, I'm paying a substantial amount of money where I live So what am I supposed to close it up and use it as a storage unit? Come on, ladies. Leave it in the comments. Would you guys do that? Hell no. It's a lot of money. You caused interference in our lives. Some people might not have been able to get up out of bed to go to work. They might have lost their job. Not everybody's casual like you and could just move on with no intentions of saying sorry or being remorseful, or, you know, you just go on like a fucking robot. What a fucking tool. You caused worry in us. Worry if we were gonna ever hear from you, see you, if money was shared or home was shared, right? You're a huge ass disappointment. Huge. Huge disappointment. Would your parents approve of how you treat somebody? Probably not. Thank God. Oh, I'll keep my mouth shut. We had virtue. We had virtue. And you were too blindsided to see it. You put your addictions before anybody else. And I don't care if you're cheating. That's pretty much a sexual addiction. You cannot control your impulses. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been doing what you were doing to begin with. One woman would have been enough for you. But, see, it's fun to get on those sites and see the girls with their long hair and their, you know, up-to-date clothes and their cars and their fancy jobs, and they don't give two shits about you, and you'll get bored with them after a while because they can't keep up a conversation at all. We have the star, which we are the star. We were your star until you decided to leave. So you decided to have sex with somebody else, take them to dinner, you know, work hard to have a relationship with them, but not with us. When you were begged, asked several times, please, do you have time for me? Please. Not meeting you in the bedroom at 10 o'clock at night. I mean, priorities, dude. I don't care who the fuck it is. You know, learn to move things around. You're not the most important thing. My friend from school, he's got 2 kids and he owns his own practice and he's off every weekend. So, and he doesn't come home late. He's done by 7. He logs his notes in when he's done with his patient. So there's no excuse. You think you took our power, but you didn't. Far from it. And you think you kept us in this maze? You didn't. We knew. I know all these people on my channel, all 8 of them. We knew. We knew it all. I knew before you even knew that you were going to do it. I knew. Come October, I started pulling apart from him because I already felt it. We have strength now, even though you took it away. You caused strife, hard feelings. It's hard for us to trust now. We're on guard. You name it. There was heavy oppression, still is in some of us. That's the 10 of Swords. No, 10 of Wands, excuse me. You hit us with every wand. And I'm not saying that's physical hitting us. That's mentally. and causing obstacles that we can't get around, causing doubt, insecurity, the whole gamut. Look at that. We now have a period of adjustment, living without you, trying to get on, trying to press forward, getting our therapy. You had us chained. But guess what? You had us changed on, and you had us on a scale with the other woman. And you couldn't decide because you just want it all. You want it. You want everyone that will pay attention to you. You want everyone that you can have all at once, and you'll juggle them. You don't care what it costs to juggle them. Guess what? This is the card of Libra. I know you know about a Libra. Didn't you live with one for 14 years? Look at those scales. They're now even. We no longer have to put up with that shit. I love how the men contact us when they know that we've had a date or we're moving on, because they don't want that to happen. Because they want to have everybody and everything. Guess what, men? You can't, and women, you can't do that. It's not humanly possible, because everybody has a mind and free will. We as women are, well, the party that's not cheating. We have happiness now. We're going to have much success. We are now going to have peace. And we can have peace. You know what you have to do. It's like a little kid. It's like a little kid stealing a piece of candy or a cookie, being real quiet about it. And he goes on about his time, comes out of the kitchen. His mom knew he did it. And his mom's waiting for him to apologize. Never apologized. Days went by. Guess what? Because I did this to my son. I took the cookies out of the cookie jar. And this was going on for about 4 days. On the 5th day, which was Friday, he got into the cookie jar and there were no cookies. I said, he came running out and he was like, "Mom, I want a cookie. There's no cookies left." And I said, "Well, there were cookies in there at the beginning on Sunday. There were 5 cookies in there." And I did that on purpose because I knew he was going to do this. I counted for each day. I said, "There were cookies in there. I don't know what to tell you. I had them counted out." Well, he stood there and rolled his eyes and then back and forth. Didn't want to tell the truth. Well, guess what? He wanted something. And the only way to have it was to tell the truth. Let that be a lesson to you. You can go get cookies out of the cookie jar, but when you want a bowl of ice cream, that ice cream's not going to be there because you didn't tell the truth about eating the cookies. We have peace. We also have love of self, and we're going to have someone eventually that will love us. The cups are being filled, so it's a matter of time. This is an important card, really important. Love of self, which creates morals and value, which keeps everyone on the up and up. Yourself and the other party. Because we as the other party well, the spouse or the boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. We as that party, we have things to uphold as well. And if we allow these people to get, yeah, that's right, these people, trash. If we allow trash to get one over on us, and we don't have morals or values or self-confidence or self-worth, you can bet something's going to happen. The Tower. You don't want that. But although I don't consider the Tower card bad, because it clears everything out so you can start over again. We have the sun shining down on us with its warmth. It's a new day dawning. You guys will get through this. Summer's coming. You're gonna, be able to do stuff and, get the sun on you so you feel better about yourself. There will be a truce. One way or another, there'll be a truce. Hopefully the truce comes by the person that did the wrong. Because you want to be able to get to completion, whether you're with the person or not. And the only way to get to it is by them admitting, saying sorry, telling you why they do what they do. And we all know it's going to be it's either going to be all a lie or part lies. Don't go into it thinking it's the truth. Because if they can lie on that magnitude, completion, you're going to have change. And the universe is calling you. You've got a new outlook and a new lease on life. You're going to have a new calling. Now, I'm going to end it with this. Sorry for all the rants, but like I said, it's my platform. Click the fuck off if you don't like it. This major tower has most likely already hit people. If not, it's coming. And I don't predict time. I barely do it on oracle cards. Like, I know I was doing it on the oak, the tree. But I truly felt that, by spring, things are going to open up. But this Tower card is a lot different than the others that you're going to see. That's the third eye. So either you saw it coming, they saw it coming, or the both of you saw it coming. There's a monster right there with his teeth, and he's just chomping away at everything. Either you knew this ahead of time, or you knew it when it was happening. For me, it was both. I just wanted to hear his mouth say it. But he can't, because, he's sober 13 years. He was an alcoholic and a drug addict, same as myself. And remember when I told you guys a couple days ago that we don't like to tell the truth. We hide, we run. It's just an ingrained habit. And if you don't have your shit in order and following the steps, that's part of the falling off the wagon. And that's what starts it. You have to have a catalyst. You have to have a catalyst that starts the downward spiral. And that, lying, that's a pretty damn good catalyst. So we get deeply ashamed of ourselves, and a lot of times, I'm not going into it, but yeah. I might have been told that I lost my sobriety, or all my years sober, 8 years, because I took 3/4 of a cup of wine. Let me ask you out here in YouTube land. If I drank 3/4 of a cup of wine and never went back, but yet I am beyond truthful to where my words cut people, and I don't lie and, cheat and backstab, what's worse? Me taking that drink, or a liar, cheater, backstabber going to AA, or, and all of his friends don't know what he did to me twice now, and what's worse? And how can I lose the 8 years that I already incurred? Give me a break. It doesn't fucking work like that. Lastly, we had the tower. We have the lovers. This has a lot of stuff in this card. The king and queen are pouring wine into the cherubs down below. There's an egg down there, a bird, a lion, a cherub up top, and then a man and a woman. And then behind it is this dude. So I interpret it as the smaller lovers are just getting together, just getting off their feet. They're newly together, not even 5 years, 5 years or less. And then you jump up to these guys. Maybe this is like 0 to 10 years. Then these guys are 10 years and over because they're taller. And they've already realized how to work with each other because they're dropping the wine, or I call it the knowledge, down to the lovers down below them that need to learn. And then lastly, hold on, we're already over time and I don't really care. You guys know how I recap, because I don't want people to forget it. We had the devil. You all know what that means. Screwing around. This is the most important out of all of them. Because if he drops from that Ankh, he will go to hell. He can get down off of that and still stay pure. The reason why they call it the hangman, it's really called, in olden times, and I think Alistair used to call it the crucifix, because he's in the shape of the crucifix. You can't go after lust when you're in a relationship. Use this chariot to speed away. I have him in the reverse for the Fool, because he is the Fool. If it was like this, he would be starting a new life. He's like this. He's stuck in the old life and he's cheating. His abundance is in the reverse. So is his wealth. He'll be in ruin. And he'll be sorrowful. He's an epic failure. And lastly, death is coming. It's death to this situation. There's a sickle. Even the fish are dying that are in there. They're down at the bottom of the sea. Almost like a Davy Jones locker thing. And there's a web. He was you know, they're going to ensnare him in their webs, all those chicks. They're going to ensnare him in their web, and it's death, dude. You've lost your relationship, and only you know how to get it back. I mean, we have a Knight of Swords. Indolent. That's on the ground. Indolence. Princess of Wands. Ace of Discs. Prince of Discs. Science. Ooh, I hope you're wearing protection. You don't want this to come true. That's 18 years of child support plus college and providing of insurance. Ace of Wands. Your fortune is going to be messed up. You're in luxury, but that's going to be messed up. You're not going to gain. No satiety either. Queen of Discs. Queen of Wands. Your works. Knight of Discs. Slowest moving knight in the deck. It took you forever. It took you damn near 3 months. It's laughable, man. It's laughable, dude. Prince of Wands. Prudence. Prince of Cups. Dominion. The Magus. Futility. Art. You have 0 expression. 0 creativity. You can't get that following people, which, you know, to be a true creative, you don't follow people and copy people at all. You either have it or you don't. Many people can't even sit here and do what I'm doing because they're afraid to get on camera and afraid to, you know, let their inhibitions go. I mean, when I sit here, it's like I'm talking to a whole room of people. And that's how it should go. Oh yeah, I got the potato chip commercial, ladies. That's coming up next month to shoot. Prince of Swords. Oh, that was Princess of Swords. This is the Prince. Knight of Cups. Ace of Cups. Princess of Cups. You have 0 victory. Princess of Discs. The Aeon. The Hierophant. Which, if you don't watch out and you're drinking and driving or whatever, speeding, you're either going to get in an accident or you're going to go to jail. And I firmly believe that. And it might be an accident you don't come back from. He's holding the skeleton key. He's holding the key on what's going to happen next. I'd mind your P's and Q's. You don't have valor. Queen of Cups. And you are defeated. All of us know. We all know. All of us. All you women, we all know. That's what they call woman's intuition. We all know. And that's why I didn't shuffle the cards. Sometimes you know, it would have gave us a story, but I had to pull the story out to make an impact. I very rarely do that. The Thoth deck is set up a little different. He has different cards and different meanings. So that's why I used it. And they're large cards, so I could get the point across. These aren't the small cards. These are the large cards, see? So, hey, it's been real, man. whatever. I'm gonna come right back on because I have another pre-picked spread I'm gonna do. But hey, if everyone's stuck in on this, that was cool. If not, that's cool too. At least I have it on record, and you know, maybe somebody will be breezing on by. They're bored or something. People hate 50 minutes. I can't believe it was 50 minutes. Whatever. Okay, bye guys.